Zak uvaruch, good morning. All the halachot of Shabbat, the prohibitions of Shabbat start when Shabbat starts. But some things Chazal told us that we need to do and keep ourselves even before Shabbat starts for us not to be prevented from keep Shabbat properly. For example, is it allowed for a person to embark, to go sail in the ocean before Shabbat? Just go on a cruise, go on a ship. The halacha is yes, it's allowed. It's allowed as long as the captain and all the sailors are non-Jews, meaning no Jew gonna do any chilul Shabbat for me. You're allowed to do it, but Chazal, the Gemara say you're not allowed to do it within the 3 days before Shabbat, meaning not on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you want, you can do it on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, and then you continue through Shabbat without a problem. And why? So the Mefarshim has a couple of reasons. The main reason, the Rif say, because the first 3 days, you can see most of people that they are in the ocean, they feel the seasick. They're not really, their mind is not really set, and they're going to be cancelled from fulfilling the mitzvah of Oneg Shabbat. How can you delay the Shabbat when you are seasick, when you have nausea? So that's why Rif say the reason is you cannot do within the 3 days before Shabbat because of this. Usually after 3 days, at that time, today even less than this, you get used to the idea, to the atmosphere, and then you can really enjoy Shabbat even on the boat. Another reason they bring is because you go to a place that most likely you're going to get danger. Nowadays, Baruch Hashem is a lot less dangerous than it was at that time. But you put yourself in a dangerous situation that you might going to be needed to break Shabbat. So don't do it ahead of time. So that's the Gemara say that within the first 3 days of the week you can do it. The end of the week, the 3 days before Shabbat, we cannot do it. And why? Again, because of the reasons we said. There is a couple of other reasons. Nowadays, is it allowed or not allowed? So as long as the best practice, if it's not really needed, it's better not to. Because nowadays, it's not the only problem of sailing in the sea. Nowadays, the whole cruise is full of electricity, is full of a lot of sensors and stuff like this. It's like a floating hotel with a lot more problems than hotel. So it's better not to. If you go and you see there is no problem with it, and there is no non-Jew that's going to break Shabbat for me as a person, just for the whole cruise. Majority of the crews are non-Jews. Of course, you need to take care for the kosher food ahead of time. So in that case, it's going to be allowed, even though they're not going to stop for Shabbat. They're going to continue. The issue of tchumim, meaning we're not allowed, as we spoke many times, we're not allowed to go after the city, the end of the city. We're not allowed to walk 2,000 amma, meaning 3,000 feet. We need to stay within the tchum of Shabbat. So in there, we go a lot more. But since the cruise, the ship, is more than 10 tfachim, more than 31 inches from the sea floor, from the ocean floor, we not consider that we walk on and we go by the tchum, because that's our tchum. The whole cruise is considered like the city, like a floating town. So it's not really going to be a problem of tchumin. The only problem need to be really brought into consideration is if there's not going to be anything going to prevent me from keeping Shabbat properly on the cruise, even if I leave on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen.